Welcome to Amrita IAS Academy. We were doing our CSAT PYQ session for the last 1 month. Now we are resuming the session Learn CSAT through PYQs. We have already done the PYQ previous year questions from the topics like number system, ratio and proportion, and average. Today in this session we are resuming the program with another topic which you are familiar with, that is the percentage. Okay, so once again welcome to the session Learn CSAT through PYQ. Okay, now today we are dealing with the questions from the topic percentage. Okay, before moving to the questions from the topic, let me begin by saying what actually the topic is, or what actually the concept percentage is. As you know very well, the percentage is nothing but value out of 100, which means, for example, a student has a mark. Suppose a student has 5 marks out of total 10. If we have to represent the mark in terms of percentage, it implies that what actually the mark will be if the total mark was 100. That is, if he or she scored 5 marks out of 10, what will be the marks if the total marks was 100? We can say that 10 into 10 is 100, so definitely 10 will be multiplied here, so 5 into 10, that is 50. So we can say that out of 100, the marks of the students will be 50. That is, which means that out of 100, marks of the student is 50, which means that 50% is his or her mark. So percentage is actually what the value in terms of 100. So we are taking a quotient with 100 as a denominator. We are taking a quotient at 100 as its denominator. So if we have to represent this value in terms of percentage, it implies that this we converting this value out of 100. What is the actual value out of the 100? Clear? So this is a basic idea regarding percentage. We are representing a value in terms of 100 or as a quotient with 100 as its denominator. Simple? Okay. So we can directly move to the PYQ previous year questions starting from the year 2014. So it's around 20 questions for the last 8 years, 2014 to 2021. So we are moving in an order from 2014. So this was a question asked in the year 2014 from the topic percentage. So based on this there is nothing much shortcut in this particular topic. We can straight away reach the answer within seconds. However, let's see how these questions should be attempted. Clear? Okay. So the first question is: a gardener increased the area of his rectangular garden by increasing its length by 40% and decreasing its width by 20%. The area of the new garden. Option A, increased by 20%. Option B, increased by 12%. Option C has increased by 8%. Option D is exactly the same as the old area. Let's look. Okay, so the shape of the garden is a rectangle and its length is increased by 40% and its width is decreased by 20%. So we have to calculate the relative change or the change in the area of the garden, whether there is any change or not, or if there is any change, what is the change in the area of the garden. Clear? Okay. See, we know that the area of the garden, since the garden is a rectangular shape, the area of the garden will be the product of length and breadth. Clear? Okay, length and breadth. Here, the length of the garden is increased by 40%. Okay. So, suppose it is a length, it is a breadth. Initially, the length of the garden has increased by 40%. Then we can write that the current length of the garden is 140 by 100 times L. Why I written so? Because see, 100 by 100 L is the actual length of the garden. 100 by 100 is equal to 1 into L is L. So which was the initial length of the garden? Clear? Okay. Why I said 100 here means the 100%. Because the initial length, see, this is suppose this is of 15 centimeter length. This pen has a length of 15 centimeter, which means that it is a 100% length of this particular pen. Clear? Similarly, if I can say this is a 100% length of this particular pen, which is of 15 centimeter, I can say 100 by 100 into 15, which is definitely will be 15. Clear? Okay. Now, if the length of the garden has increased by 40%, then I can write what here? The 100 plus 40 by 100 into length, which is 140 divided by 100 into length. If a question comes like this, you can simply write, for example, if the length of a rectangle has increased by 5%, then we can write the new length of the rectangle as 105 by 100 times L. L is the initial length of the rectangle. Clear? So if an idea comes like this, you can simply write like this. Clear? Okay. So 140 L by 100 into the breadth. So initially we can write the breadth as 100 by 100 into B. But now the breadth of the rectangular garden has decreased by 20%, that is 100 minus 20, that is 80. So I can write 80B by 100. So this is a new length, this is a new breadth. The new length is 140 L by 100, the new breadth is 80B by 100. Clear? Okay. Now, okay. So 0, 0 will cancel each other. 14 into 8, so 14 into 8 by 100 into writing L and B together. So the new area is equal to 14 into 8 divided by 100 into L into B. Clear? Okay. So what was the initial area? The initial area of the rectangular garden was L into B. The new area is equal to 14 times 8, that is 112 by 100 into L into B. So initially the area was L into B, now the area is L into B times 112 divided by 100. So initially the area was 100 by 100 into L into B, which I already said how it comes. L into B into 100 by 100, 100 by 100 will cancel each other. So the initial area is L into B, but now the area is 112 by 100 into L into B. If the length of the rectangular garden is, when the length of the rectangular garden has increased by 40%, I written 140 by 100 into L, because 40% increased. 40% of 100 is 40, 100 plus 40 is 140, 140 L by 100, simple idea. So then 112 by 100 into L and B means that the initial area of the rectangular garden has increased by 12%. Clear? So the options, let's look at the option. Option B says the area of the garden has increased by 12%, which is a correct answer. Clear? Simple idea. Okay. So the answer for the question is option B, has increased by 12%. Clear? Okay. So moving into next question. Okay. The following table shows the marks obtained by two students in different subjects. There are two students, student A and student B, and different subjects: English, psychology, history and Sanskrit. And the maximum marks for each subjects for each student is different. For English, the maximum mark for student A is 100, but for student B, the maximum marks is 150. Okay, just go through the particular table. The question is the difference in the mean aggregate percentage marks of the students is. The difference in the mean aggregate percentage marks. So we have to find the mean aggregate percentage marks of student A and student B, and then we have to find the difference between them. Repeating once again, with the question asked here is the difference in the mean aggregate percentage marks of the students. So first of all, we have to find the mean aggregate percentage marks of student A, then student B, and then find the difference between them. Clear? Okay. So let's first find out the mean aggregate percentage marks of student A. The mean aggregate percentage marks for student A is, okay. So what is the total marks of student A? What is the total marks of student A? Okay, what is the total marks? 60 plus 70, 130, 130 plus 50, 180, 180 plus 30 is, it is 210. So the total marks of student A is 210, but the total maximum marks is the 100, 300, 350. Okay. Now, for student B, the total marks 225. Okay. So the maximum marks is 150, 250, 350, 375. Clear? Okay. This is the total marks. This is the total maximum marks. This is a total marks for student B. This is a total maximum mark for student B for all subjects. Clear? Okay. So for student A, the average marks is equal to the total availed marks is 210 divided by total marks is 350. Clear? Okay. In terms of percentage, the question is mean aggregate percentage mark. In terms of percentage, we have to convert these marks in terms of 100 as a quotient of 100. So 210 divided by 350 into 100. Clear? So we get 0, 0. Okay, it is 60%. So the mean aggregate percentage marks of the student is 60%. Clear? Okay, now let's look at the, so she got, for student A it is 60%. It is 60%. Now let's look at the mean aggregate percentage marks of student B. Okay, let's look. For student B, the average marks is equal to, the total marks is 225 out of 375. Clear? Now we have to convert it in terms of 100, sorry, in terms of percentage. Then 225 divided by 375 into 100. Clear? Okay, we can divide this in terms of 25. So we get 9, 15. Clear? Okay, further divide into 3 divided by 5 into 2, 20. So this is also 60%. So for student A, the mean aggregate percentage marks is 60%. For student B, the mean aggregate percentage marks is also 60%, which means that there is no difference between the mean aggregate percentage marks of the two students. So the answer for the question is option D, 0. There is no difference between the mean aggregate percentage marks of student A and student B. So the answer for this question is option D. Clear? Moving to the next question. As per agreement with a bank, a businessman had to refund a loan. A businessman had to refund a loan in some equal installments without interest. Okay. After paying 18 installments, he found that 60% of his loan was refunded. how many installments were there in the agreement. Okay. So a person has to repay his loan. After paying 18 installments, he found that 60% of his loan was refunded. Okay, suppose let us assume that in each installment, he was paying rupees 100. Let me assume that in each installment he was paying a money of 100. So after paying 18 installments, so he have done 18 installments, so the total money he had paid is 1800. Okay, and this 1800 is the 60% of his loan. This 1800 is a 60% of the loan. So we can say that 1800 is equal to 60%, which means that 60 by 100. 10% is 10 by 100, 60% is 60 by 100. 60% of his loan. So the total amount, the 60% of the total amount has paid, that is equal to 1800. So then the loan amount will be 1800 into 100 divided by 60. Clear? Okay, 0 0 cancel each other. 30. So the total loan amount is 3000 if he was paying an he was paying installments of 100. There was no interest as the question says. Clear? Okay, so totally the total loan amount was 3000. So per each installment per 100 he has to pay how much installments? How many installments? 30 installments. So totally there were 30 installments. The question is, how many installments was there in the agreement? So as of now he has paid 18 installment, which is a 60% of the loan. So loan amount we got as 3000, which means that per installment he was paying 100 rupees. For 3000 rupees he has to pay 30 installments. So the answer for this question is option C, 30. Simple. Okay, moving into next one. Okay, in a test a candidate attempted only 8 questions and secured 50 marks. Only 8 questions and secured 50% marks in each of the questions. Okay, fine. If we obtained a total of 40% in the test and all the questions in the test carried equal marks, how many questions were there in the test? നേരത്തെ ചെയ്ത ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ്റെ അതേ മോഡലുള്ള ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ആണ്. സിമിലർ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ like the previous one. Clear? Okay. In a test, a candidate attempted only 8 questions and secured 50% mark in each of the question. If he obtained a total of 50% in the test and all the questions in the test carried equal marks. Okay. Now let us assume marks for each question is 10. Let me assume the mark for each question is 10. Let the mark for each question is 10. Clear? Okay. So the student has attempted only 8 questions and secured 50% marks in each of the question. So 50% of each question carried 10 marks. So 50% of 10 marks is, we know it's 5. So cancel each other. So the marks obtained by the student, the marks got by the student is 40. 8 into 5 is 40. Clear? Okay. If we obtained a total of 40% in the test, so this 40 is the 40% of the total marks. It is a 40% of the total marks. The 40% can be written as 40 by 100. So this 40, that is the marks for the 8 questions, is the 40% of the total marks in the test. Then I can write the total mark as total mark is equal to 40 into 100 divided by 40. 40 cancel each other. So the total marks is 100. And each question carries a marks of 10 and the total marks of the test is 100, which means that the number of questions is equal to total marks divided by mark per question. That is, the total marks is 100, mark per question is 40. Marks per question is 10. So the number of questions will be 100 by 10 is equal to 10. So the answer for this question is option B. Simple. So if we know, we can assume the marks of each question. Then the question can be solved in very quickly. Clear? So we haven't gone to any extreme ideas, for example, any shortcuts or anything. We are using just a simple idea. We are assuming each question carries a marks of 10, or we can take each question carry a marks of 100, whatever it is. Whatever we are doing, the number of questions will be 10. The answer is the answer can be obtained easily. Clear? Next question. In a town, 45% population read magazine A, 55 read magazine B, 40% read magazine C, 30% read magazine A, 15 read magazine B and C, 25% read magazines A and Z, and 10% read all the three magazines. What percentage do not read any magazine? Okay. So let me draw a diagram. See, this is 45% of the population read magazine A, 55% read magazine B, 40% read magazine C, 40% read magazine C, 30% read A and B, 15% read magazine B and C, 25% read magazine A and C. Clear? And 10% read all the three magazines. 10% read all the three magazines. Clear? What percentage do not read any magazine? Okay. So which means that in the concept of set, we usually say the number of people belonging to a particular set. It says there are 45% of people, students or persons belonging to set A. What is set A? Because those persons read magazine A. And 55% belongs to set B, which means 55% read the magazine B. Similar in the case of C. And 25%, 30% read both A and B, magazines A and B. 15% read both the magazines B and C. 25% read both the magazines A and C. Clear? Okay. And 10% read all the three magazines. We have to find the number of persons who are not reading any of this magazine, or the percentage of persons who are not reading any of this magazine. Okay. So number of persons, we can write the number of persons reading magazine A is 55%. Number of persons read magazine B is 55. The number of persons reading magazine A is 45%. Number of persons reading magazine B is 55%. Number of persons reading magazine C is 40%. Number of persons reading magazine A and magazine B is 30%. I used this simple intersection, which means that that persons read both magazines A and B. So I use, because they are common, these 30% persons are common to both magazine A and magazine B. If a certain number of persons belonging to both the two sets, then we can use that simple intersection, an inverted U simple. Clear? Okay. Then number of persons reading magazine B and C is equal to 15%. Number of persons are reading magazines A and C is equal to 25%. Then I can write number of persons reading both magazine A, B and C is 10%. So this is the available data before us. Clear? Now we have to find the total number of persons. We have to find the total number of persons reading at least any of the newspaper. We have to read the total number of persons reading at least one newspaper. Then we can find the number of persons who do not read any newspaper by subtracting the number of persons reading any one of the newspaper from the total number of persons. I will explain that. Okay. So this is a case. I am rubbing the. Okay. So the number of persons reading any of the newspaper persons reading any one newspaper can be find out by writing number of A union B union C. Number of A union B union C. A union B union C means we are clubbing together all the sets. We are taking number of persons reading A, newspapers A, number of people reading newspaper B, number of people reading newspaper C. At least reading any one of the newspaper. So number of A union B union C can be written as number of A plus number of B plus number of C minus number of A intersection B minus number of A intersection B minus number of B intersection C plus number of A intersection B intersection C. Clear? So we are writing number of A. This is a formula which you have to by heart, that number of A union B union C is equal to number of A plus number of B plus number of C minus number of A intersection B minus number of A intersection C minus number of B intersection C plus number of A intersection B intersection C. Why I am subtracting number of A intersection B, number of A intersection C and number of B intersection C is because these peoples are already belong to any of these particular sets. So if we are counting the persons reading both the newspaper A and B, if we are counting number of persons reading both A and B, they will come definitely in both in A and B. Clear? Suppose if I am reading both A and B, then I will definitely come all here. I am reading newspaper A, so I also belong to the set which read newspaper A. I will also belong to set B which read newspaper B. Clear? Okay, that is why we are subtracting the number of persons reading both reading two newspaper. So in A intersection B, A intersection B, A intersection C, B intersection C is subtracted from here, and adding number of A intersection B intersection C. Clear? Okay. So the value will be the n of A union B union C is equal to number of persons reading newspaper A is 45% plus number of people reading newspaper B is 15% plus number of people reading newspaper C is 40% minus n of A intersection B is 30, n of B intersection C is 15, n of A intersection C is 25 plus n of A intersection B intersection C is 10%. Clear? Okay. which is equal to 45 plus 55 plus 40 minus 30 minus 15. So this 45, this 30, 14, 15 will be cancelled out. There is a minus 25 plus 10. Okay. So 55 plus 40 is 95. 95 plus 10 is 105. So 105 minus 25, that is 80%. So the number of people reading at least one newspaper, that is N of A union B union C, that is obtained by clubbing the number of persons reading A, B, C and subtracting the number of persons reading at least both two newspapers, that is A and B, B and C and A and C. Then adding the number of persons reading all the three newspapers. Clear? Okay. So the answer, final answer, the number of persons reading at least one newspaper is 80%. 80% implies if there are 100 members, 80 members are reading at least one newspaper, which means that 20%, the remaining 20 members, if there are 100 persons and 20% isn't reading newspaper, so in terms of percentage, 20% of persons, 20% of people doesn't read any of the newspaper. So the answer for this question is option C, 20%. That is 20% of persons doesn't read any of the newspapers. Clear? Okay. Next question. I think you can see this particular question. So I can write this 50% on food, 30% other items, 20% on education. The total expenditure is 20,000 per month. 20,000 per month. Here it is 10% on food, 60% on other items, 30% on education, and the total expenditure is 1 lakh. 1 lakh per month. Okay, so this is the data given. Clear? Now let's read the question. The proportion of expenditure on various items by two families A and B are represented in the following bar charts. This is a case. From these charts we can conclude that family A spend more money on food than family B. Family B spend more money on food than family A. Family A and family B spend the same amount on food. The expenditure on food by family A and family B cannot be compared. So we can simply rule out this option D because we can compare the expenditure on food by family A and family B. So option D cannot be an answer. However, so in terms of for family A, so this is family A. For family A, the total monthly expenditure is 20,000. Out of this 20,000, 50% is paid for food, and 30% is paid for other items, 20% is paid for education. And in terms of for family B, the total monthly expenditure is 1 lakh per month, 1 lakh, and out of this 1 lakh, 10% is paid for food, and 60% is paid for other items, and 30% is paid for education. Clear? So this is the idea. Okay, we have to compare the expenditure on food, nothing else. So for family A, the expenditure on food is 50%. For family B, the expenditure on food is 10%. Okay, let's look. For family A, 50% of the money is utilized for what? For food. That is, the total expenditure is 20,000. The 50% of 20,000 is very simple. That is, it is 10,000. So the for family A spend 10,000 rupees for having food. Clear? Okay. For family B, so totally the total expenditure, monthly expenditure is 1 lakh. Out of this 1 lakh, 10% is utilized for what? 10% is utilized for what? For food. Clear? So 10% of 1 lakh is 10,000, which means that both family A and family B spend the same amount for food. Family A spend 10,000 rupees for food. Family B spend 10,000 rupees for food. So which means that both family A and family B spend same amount of money for food. Clear? Okay. Next question. Candidates in a competitive examination consisted of 60% of men, 60% of men and 40% of women. 70% of men and 75% of women cleared the qualifying test and entered the final test, where 80% of men and 70% of women were successful. Okay. Which of the following statements is correct? Or statement is correct? Success rate is higher for women. Overall success rate is below 50%. More men cleared the examination than women. Both A and B above are correct. Okay, let's look. So in a competitive examination consists of 60% of women. Let there are 100 competitors. Let there are 100 competitors. We can solve this question within 1 minute without writing much steps. Clear? Okay. We can solve within 2-3 steps. So let us assume there are 100 competitors in the examination, and 60% are men and 40% is women. So if there are 100 competitors, 60% of the competitors are men, which implies that out of the 100, 60 are men and the remaining 40 are women. Of the 60, 70% of men cleared the qualifying test and 75% of women cleared the qualifying test and entered the final test. Where 80% of men, and out of this number, 80% of the students were successful. Out of this, 70% of this competitors were successful. So totally, actually there are 60 male candidates or male competitors. Out of the 60, 70% of male clear the qualifying test, which means 70 by 100 into 60. Of these 80% was successful. Clear? They qualified the test and entered the final test, where 80% of these male were successful. Of this number of female students or women who entered the final test, 70% were succeeded or successful. So we have to find whether there is more number of men than women, or whether there is more number of women than men, or whether there is a number are equal. Okay. So if we compare the number of men and women, the 70 by 100 is common in both cases. So we ruled out that 100 is common here, ruled out that. So the remaining thing is 60 into 80, that is it is 800. Here 75 into 40, that is it is 3000. So the number of male candidate who cleared the test is 4800, whereas the number of female students or female competitors who cleared the final test is just 3000. It means that the number of more men cleared the examination than women. More men have cleared the examination than women. Clear? Okay. Next one. There is an order of 19,000 quantity of a particular product from a customer. Okay. The firm produces 1,000 quantity of that product per day, out of which 5% are unfit for sale. 5% are unfit for sale. Okay. In how many days will the order be completed? Okay, their total order is 19,000. Total order is 19,000. Per day, they're able to produce 1,000 quantity. They're able to produce what? 1,000 quantity, out of which 5 are unfit for sale. So number of product fit for sale is 95 by 100 into 1,000. So the number is 950. So the number of product fit for sale for a day is 950, and there is an order of 19,000 quantity of the particular product. The question is, within how many days the order can be delivered. So the total, there is the requirement of 19,000 product. 19,000 product per day, the company has able to produce 950. So we get 95 into 2 is 190, 20. So within 20 days, so per day they are able to produce 950. Totally there is a demand of 19,000. So 19,000 divided by 950 will be, we will get the number of days. So 19,000 divided by 950 is, it is 20. So it is, it means that within 20 days the entire order can be delivered. Clear? Okay. So the answer for this question is option C, 20. Next question. Anita's mathematics test had 70 problems. 70 problems carrying equal marks. That is 10 arithmetic, 30 algebra, and 30 geometry. Although she answered 70% of the arithmetic, 40% of the algebra, and 60% of the geometry problems correctly, she did not pass the test because she got less than 60% mark. The number of more questions she would have to answer to correctly to earn a 60% passing marks is. So in such a case, we can assume the marks per each question. Let me take the marks per each question. B1, because the question says each question carry equal marks. Clear? Okay. So there are total 70 questions. For 70 questions, the total marks. So the total marks of the test is equal to 70 into 1, that is 70. Clear? Okay. Now moving back, out of the 70 questions, 10 are arithmetic. 10 are arithmetic. 30 are algebra. 30 comes from algebra, and the remaining 30 comes from geometry. Of these, out of this 10 arithmetic, she answered 70% of the questions, which means out of the total 10 arithmetic questions, she answered the 70% of the questions correctly. So which means that total she answered 7 questions correctly, and the total marks is 7 marks, 7 correct answers, 7 marks. She got 7 marks from the topic arithmetic. From algebra, she attempted 40% of questions, 40 by 100 of 30, which means 0 will cancel out. So there are 12 questions that Anita attempted from the topic algebra. For that, she got marks of 12 marks. From the topic geometry, she attempted 60% of questions correctly. So the total number of correct questions will be 16 to 3, that is 18 questions. 18 questions. So the total marks will be 18 marks. So from the topic arithmetic, she got a marks of 7. From the topic algebra, she got a marks of 12. From the topic of geometry, she got a marks of 18. So in total, she obtained 12 plus 7, 19. 19 plus 18 is 37. Okay. So the total marks is 37. Okay. However, she failed in the test because her marks was less than the 60% of the total marks. See, the total marks of the test is 70 and we have to find the passing marks of the test. So in order to, okay, passing marks is equal to 60% of the total marks. What is the total mark here? 70, because each question can be assumed that each question carry 1 marks. So the total marks of the test will be 70. 60% of 70 is equal to 0, 0, 0, 0 will cancel. 7 into 6, that is 42. So in order to, if Anita has to clear the exam, she has to score a marks of 42. 7 into 6 is 42. But currently, she got just the marks of 37. That is why she failed in the exam. Clear? Okay. The question asked here is the number of more questions she would have to answer to correctly. She would have to answer correctly to when a 60% passing marks is. In order to pass the exam, she need a marks of 42. Currently, she is of a marks of 37. So additionally, she has to answer 5 questions correctly. So the number of questions need to be correct in order Another to pass the exam is 5 questions. The answer for the question is option B. Clear? Okay. Next question. 2 numbers X and Y are respectively 28% and 28% less than the third number Z. By what percentage is the number Y is less than the number X? Okay. So 2 numbers X and Y are respectively 20% and 28% less than the third number Z. So the third number is Z. We can write X in terms of Z. That is, X is 20% less, which means X is 80 by 100 in terms of Z. 80 by 100 of Z means X is 20% less than the number Z, right? Y is 28% less than the third number Z. That is, Z can be written as Y can be written as 72 divided by 100 times Z. So X is equal to 80 Z by 100, Y is 72 Z by 100. Okay. The question asked here is by what percentage is the number Y is less than the number X? Okay. So Y is the smallest number, X is the largest number out of these two, and we have to find the percentage of difference between these two numbers. Before finding the percentage of difference between the two numbers, we have to find what is actually the difference between the two numbers. Okay. So difference between the numbers X minus Y is equal to X is 80 Z divided by 100 minus 72 Z divided by 100. So 80 Z by 100 minus 72 Z by 100. 100 is common denominator. So the denominator will be 100. 80 Z by minus 72 Z, it is 8 Z. So the difference between the two numbers or the X and Y are differed by 8 Z divided by 100. Now we have to find the percentage of this difference. Okay. By what percentage the Y is less than the number X? Okay. So percentage difference is equal to, by what percentage? So 8Z by 100 is the difference between these two numbers. By what percentage Y is less than the number X? So we are taking the percentage in terms of X. So the value of X here is 80 Z divided by 100. Clear? So by what percentage the Y is less than the number X? So this is the difference. So in order to find by what percentage is the difference, we have to take the fraction X, the difference. This is the difference. This is the value of X, because we have to take the percentage of difference in terms of number X into 100. So we will get what? 8Z by 100 into 100 divided by 8Z into what? 100. Clear? So 100 will cancel. Sorry, it will be 80Z. Okay. So 0, 0 will cancel, 8z will cancel. So the answer will be 10%. So actually the number x is greater than y by 10%. The x is greater than by 10. For example, let us take, what is the 10% of the number x? What is the 10% of the number x? It is 8z divided by 100. What is the 10% of x? It is 8z divided by 100. If this 10% is added to, or if this 10% is subtracted from x, 80z by 100 minus 8z by 100, we will get what? 72z by 100, which is actually the value of y. That is, in either way, we can prove that the value of x is greater than the value of y by 8z by 100. And this 8z by 100 is actually 10% of x. Is actually 10. We have to find the percentage. So 8z by 100 divided by 80z by 100, which is the value of x into 100. So the answer will be 10. So it is divided by 10%. Clear? Okay. Moving to next question. P is equal to 40% of A plus 65% of B, and Q is equal to 50% of A plus 50% of B, where A is greater than B. In this context, which of the following statements is correct? Statement is correct. Okay. So P is equal to 40% of A plus 65% of B. Q is equal to 50% of A plus 50% of B. Clear? Okay. Where A is greater than B. So P can be written as 40 into A divided by 100. 40% is 40 by 100 plus 65 divided by 100 into B. Q is equal to 50 by 100 into A plus 50 by 100 into B. Clear? Okay. So the assumptions are, the following statements are: P is greater than Q, P is greater than, Q is greater than P, P is equal to Q. None of the above can be concluded with a certainty. Okay. Can we say P is greater than B? Sorry, P is greater than Q, or Q is greater than P, or P and Q are equal? No, because we don't know the actual values of A and B. If and only if we got the values of A and B, we can say whether the value of P is greater than that of Q, or less than that of Q, or equal to that of Q. So in this particular case, nothing conclusive value can be derived for P and Q. Hence, we cannot say whether P is greater than or less than or equal to Q. So the answer for this particular question is option D. None of the above can be concluded with certainty, since the value of A and B is unknown. The value of A and B are unknown. Clear? So this answer for the question is option D. Clear? Next question. In a city, 12% of households earn less than 30,000 per year. 6% households earn more than rupees 2 lakh per year. 22,000 households earn more than 1 lakh per year. And 990 households earn between 30,000 and 1 lakh per year. How many households earn between rupees 1 lakh and 2 lakh per year? This is a question. Okay. Okay, so less than 30,000. How many number of persons? How many? What is the percentage of households? It is 12%. 6% households earn more than 2 lakh. Okay, more than 2 lakh. 6%, right? Okay. Then more than 1 lakh, 22%, right? Okay, fine. And 990 households earn between 30,000 and 1 lakh. Okay, between 30,000 and 1 lakh, there are 990 households are there. Clear? Okay, fine. How many households earn between 1 lakh and 2 lakh per year? Okay, that's a question. So there are 6% of households earn more than 2 lakh. There are 22% of persons, households earn more than 1 lakh. Okay, right. See, this six number of persons is already included in this 22 percentage. Why? Because 22 percentage of households earn more than 1 lakh. Some of them are also earning more than 2. See, if I am saying more than 1 lakh, it can go what amount? More than 1 lakh means it can be, it may also include persons earning more than 2 lakh. It may also include persons earning more than 5 lakh. Clear? So it is also say that there are 6% of households earn more than 2 lakh. So they also include in this particular set. Clear? So between 1 lakh and 2 lakh, between 1 lakh and 2 lakh, there will be 16% of households. How I got 16% is, there are 22% households earn more than 1 lakh. Out of this 22%, 6% earn more than 2 lakh. Which means that between 1 lakh, there are 16%. 16 is the difference between 22 and 6. So there are 16% of households earn between 1 lakh and 2 lakh. Okay. So less than 30,000, there are 12%. Between 30,000 and 1 lakh, there are 990. Between 1 lakh and 2 lakh, there are 16%. Above 2 lakh, there are 6%. Clear? Okay. So less than 30,000, there are 12%. 1 lakh and 2 lakh, there are 16%. More than 2 lakh, there are 6%. Okay. So in terms of percentage, we can say 12% earn less than 30,000, 16% earn between 1 lakh and 2 lakh, 6% earn more than 2 lakh. So 12 plus 16 is 28, 28 plus 6 is 34. Now what is remaining is the number of persons earning between 30,000 and 1 lakh. So the question says it consists of 990 persons. But we have to find the percentage of persons that are earning between 30,000 and 1 lakh. Based on this information, that is 12% less than 13. So if I can draw a spectrum, 30,000, how many? 12% earn 30,000. Between 30,000 and 1 lakh, so we doesn't know the percentage value, but there are 990 persons. Between 1 lakh and 2 lakh, there are 16%. More than 2 lakh, there are 6%. We have to find the percentage value here. So 12%, 16%, 6%. Totally it contains 34%. So here the remaining will be in between 30,000 and 1 lakh. So that contains 66%. Clear? Okay. Okay. So 66% of total households is a number of 990. Clear? So that is 66 divided by 100 into total number of households is equal to 990. So we can write the total number of household is equal to 990 into 100 divided by 66. Simple. So we can divide it by 3. So we get 22 here. We get 330 here, right? Again we can divide it by 11. 2, 30, then 15. So 1,500. Clear? So total there are 1,500 number of households are there. The question is, how many households earn between 1 lakh and 2 lakh? What is the number of persons? Sorry, percentage of households earn between 1 lakh and 2 lakh? It is 16%, right? So the number of persons earning between number of households earn between 1 lakh and 2 lakh is equal to 1500 into 16 divided by 100. Clear? So it is 16 into 15. We get what? 240. So the answer for this question is option B. Answer for this question is option B, 240. So there are 240 number of persons who earn between 1 lakh and 2 lakh per year. So this is a case. It says it's a bit lengthy question. However, it is very simple. Nothing complicated in this particular question. Clear? Okay. Moving to next question. There is a milk sample with 50% water in it. If 1/3 of this milk is added to equal amount of pure milk, then water in the new mixture will fall down to. Okay, this is a case. There is a milk sample with 50% water in it. If 1/3 of this milk is added to equal amount of pure milk, then water in the new mixture will fall down to. Okay, fine. 1/3 of the milk. Suppose let the sample contain X liter. Let the sample contain X liter. So 1/3 of the sample is taken out, added to equal number of milk. So we get the new volume of the mixture is 3x plus 3x divided by 9, that is 6x divided by 9, that is 2x divided by 3. So this is a current volume of the mixture, the new mixture, right? That is 1/3 is taken out of it and added to same amount of milk. So this is the pure milk. This is the initial solution. Clear? So the question is, if 1/3 of this milk is added to equal amount of pure milk, then water in the new mixture will fall down. Okay, so we have to find the water in the new mixture. Before this x by 3 solution contain actually 50% of water. Okay, so water in x by 3 solution is equal to x by 3 into 50 by 100, that is x by 6. So the water contained in the initial solution is x by 6. Clear? Okay. Okay. So the percentage, see the water, the ratio or the percentage of water, it will be equal to, see, x by 6 is the amount of water present in the previous solution, divided by what is the current value, current volume of solution, it is 2x divided by 3 into 100. Clear? Okay. So x by 6 divided by 2x divided by 3, x by 6 into 3 divided by 2x into 100. So x will cancel, 3 by 6 it is 2, 100 by 4, that is 25%. So now initially there was 50% of water in it. Now the mixture contain only 25% of water. It means that the water in the new mixture will fall down to 25%. The answer is a correct answer. Clear? So initially the solution contained 50% of water and 50% of milk. Now 1/3 of the solution is taken out and added similar amount, similar quantity, that is x by 3. X by 3 pure milk is added to it, and now the solution is 2x by 3. Now we have to find the amount of water or the reduced amount of water in the present solution. So x by 6 divided by 2x divided by 3, we will get the answer 25%. Clear? Okay. Next question. A student has to get 40% of marks to pass in an examination. Suppose he gets 30 marks and fails by 30 marks. Then what are the maximum marks in the examination? Okay, fine. So he actually got 30 marks and fails by 30 marks. Okay. So this is the actual mark required to pass in the examination. So that is 30 plus 30. So if a student gets 60 marks, it means that he passed the exam. In order to pass an examination, a student needs 60 marks. Clear? Okay. This 60 is actually the 40% of the total marks. That is 40 divided by 100 into total marks. Clear? So the total marks can be is equal to 60 into 100 divided by 40. So 0, 0, 3 by 2, 50, that is 150. So the total marks in the exam, maximum marks in the examination is 150 marks. Clear? Okay. Next question. The tank full petrol in Arun's motorcycle lasts for 10 days. If he starts using 25% more every day, how many days will the tank full petrol last? Okay. Suppose suppose the tank full contain 100 liter. Let us assume the tank full petrol contain 100 liter. So for 10 days, so this 100 liter of petrol lasts for 10 days. So per day he consume 10 liter of petrol. Suppose, okay, per day he used 10 liter of petrol. How he got 100 liter divided by 10 days? It lasts for 10 days. So per day he consume, or the bike consume 10 liter of petrol, right? Okay. If he starts using 25% more every day, so 25% more every day, 25% more every day means every day he was using 10 liter. So 10 liter plus 10 liter into 25 divided by 100. That is 10 liter plus 25 by 100 is 4. 10 by 4 is 2.5 liter. So now he utilized 12.5 liter of petrol per day. But actually the full tank the tank has a volume of 100 liter. So hence the 100 liter, if using 12.5 liter per day, it will remain only for a days of 8. 12.5 into 8 is 100. So the answer for this question is option D, 8. Clear? Okay. Next question. As a result of 25% hike in the price of rice per kilogram, a person is able to purchase 6 kilogram less rice for 12,000. What was the original price of rice per kilogram? Okay, fine. Okay. So there is a hike of 25% hike in the price of rice per kilogram. And then he purchased for 1,200. Okay. So 125 divided by 100 into the actual price is equal to what? 1,200. 125 divided by 100 into price is equal to 1,200. How we write the 125 divided by 100? Because the price has increased by 25%. From here, the price can be written as 1,200 into 100 divided by 125. So here dividing by 25, 4. Here it is 5. 5 to 10. 40. 240 into 4 is 960. So the actual price is 960. But the current price is 1,200. Clear? Okay. The actual price is 960, but the current price is 1,200. So the increased price is equal to 1,200 minus 960, which is equal to 240. Clear? Okay. There is an excess, a person has to pay 240 rupees additionally since there is an increase in the price. Clear? For actual 1,200, the person can buy 6 kilogram additionally. So this 6 kilogram is equal to this 240 rupees, right? Okay. So this 6 kilogram is equal to 240. The 240 kilogram is 240 rupees equal to 6 kilogram. So per kilogram it cost what amount? 240 divided by 6, that is 40. So per kilogram it actually costs 40 rupees. So this is the answer. So the answer for this question is 40. That is, there is an excess of 240 rupees to be paid, and for that 240 rupees 6 kilogram is less. So 240 rupees is equal to the price of 6 kilogram of rice. So per kilogram the price of the rice is 240 divided by 6, that is 40 rupees. So the price of rice per kilogram is 40 rupees, that is 240 divided by 6. Clear? Okay. Next question. In a class, 60% of students are from India. Okay. In a class, suppose the number of students in the class the number of students in the class is 100. However, let us read the question. 60% of the students are from India and 50% of the students are girls. If 30% of Indian students are girls, then what percentage of foreign students are boys? Okay, fine. So let the class contain 100 students. Out of the 100, 60 are from India, then 40 are foreigners. Okay. 50% are girls, that is 50 students are girls. So the remaining 50 will be boys. Clear? Okay. If 30% of Indian students are girls, if 30% of Indian students, that is 30 into 60 divided by 100, that is 18. These 18 are girls, that is there are 18 Indian girls. There are 18 Indian girls. If there are 18 Indian girls and there are total 60 Indian, then the remaining 42 is Indian boys. Okay. If there are total 50 boys, out of these 50 boys, 42 are Indian boys, then the remaining 8 will be foreign boys. Clear? The question asked, what percentage of foreign students are boys? That is, there are 8 boys are foreigners. What percentage of foreign students are boys? Okay. There are total foreign, there are 40 foreigners are there. So 8 by 14 into 100, that is 20%. Out of the 40, 20% are, out of the 40 foreigners, the percentage of boys, foreigner boys is 20%. Out of the total 40 foreigners, 8 are boys, which means they are 20%. Clear? Okay, so the answer for the question is option D. Clear? A pie diagram shows the percentage distribution of proteins, water and other dry elements in the human body. Given that protein correspond to 16%. Okay, so protein correspond to 16%. Water correspond to 70%. And other is dry elements. So dry elements constitute the other. So 70 plus 16 is 86. 86 plus 24 is 86 plus 14 is 100. So dry elements constitute 40%. Okay. So if we draw a diagram, 16% constitute protein, 14% constitute dry elements, and the remaining 70% constitute what? Constitute the water. Okay. So the question is, if both the proteins and other dry elements correspond to P percentage, if both protein and other constitute P percentage, then what is the central angle of the sector representing P in the diagram? So we have to find the angle that constitute P percentage. Clear? Okay. So it can be, what is the percentage here? 16 plus 14, that is 30. So 30% constitute the P, that is constitute together protein and dry elements. Okay, 30%. So what actually 30% means? 30 divided by 100. What is that? This P percentage constitute, we have to find the degree that constitute P percentage. Clear? Okay. So in order to find the angle, we have to multiply the 30% with the total angle. What is the total central angle of a circle? It is 360 degree, right? So we have to multiply this 360 degree with this 30%. So what we get? 36 into 3, that is 108 degree. So the answer for this question is option C, 108 degree. Clear? Okay. Next question. If the price of an article is decreased by 20% and then the new price is increased by 25%, then what is the net change in the price? Okay, it's an interesting question. So let me assume, let the initial price be 100 and the price is decreased by 100%, means 100 into 20 by 100, that is 20, and decreased by means 100 minus 20 is equal to 80. So now the price is 80 and further it is increased by 25%. So 80 into 25 divided by 100 by 4, 80 by 4 is, so 25 divided by 4, it is 20. So 80 plus 20, it is increased by 25%. So 80 plus 20, it is equal to 100. So what was the initial price? It was 100. What is the current price? It is 100. So but is there any change in the price? No, there is no change. Even after providing 25% discount and after increasing the price by 25, even after providing 20% of discount and further an increase in the price by 25%, the price remains the same. So the price is neither increased nor decreased, it remains the same. That is the net change in the price is 0%. Clear? Okay, the last question of this session. P scored Q 40 marks more than Q. So P scored 40 marks more than Q in an examination. If Q scored 10% less than P, then how much did Q score? Okay, simple question. The Q scored 10% less than mark P. So Q is equal to 90 times P by 100. 10% less means 90%. 90 P by 100. So putting this value here, P is equal to 90 P divided by 100 plus 40. So bringing 90 P by 100 back here. So P minus 90 P divided by 100 is equal to 40. So 100 P minus 90 P divided by 100 is equal to 40. 10 P divided by 100 is equal to 40. 10, 0, 0 cancel. So P is equal to 40 divided by 10, that is 400. So the value of P is 400. So we have to find the value of Q here. So if the value of P is 400, Q will be, Q is equal to P minus 40, that is P is 400 minus 40, that is the value of Q is 360. So the value of Q is 360, which is option A is the correct answer. So this is the end of this particular session. Learn CSAT through PYQ series of the topic percentage. The topic is a bit simple. We didn't use any kind of shortcuts except in the case of set, because that was a special question. The UPSC has asked 1, 2 or 3 questions from the topic set, except that all the questions can be used by using this simple idea. That is, percentage is nothing but a question in terms of 100. Clear? So the percentage is a very simple question. So you have to attend all the questions from the particular topic. You cannot leave the questions because it's a simple questions. Okay, so I would like to call this as the end of the session, end of the particular topic. So do practice maximum questions, do practice our PYQ questions and attend the PYQ series. Okay, so we will be back with another topic. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.
Amrita IAS Academy.